Hey guys, welcome to the Tuesday 19 call, DFG style. I am so happy that you're here. It always means a lot that you get on and invest in your business. Tonight we have one of my favorites, Miss Jessie Burr. I had the privilege to travel to one of my favorite cities, New Orleans, to visit her, and she has some of her team along. And you know what I just love about her? She's a great leader. She was invested in this business from day one. She saw the vision. She saw the potential, and she works. She works to get it happening. She works to get her team involved. She works to get involved herself, and she takes advantage of launches, and she creates groups, and she just makes it happen. It's like, wow, that inspires me, for so long. And hopefully you can take this for yourself. It felt like it was just me seeing the vision. But when you have people several levels down that get it and then they're blowing business up, it just makes you happy. So stay the course, because you will eventually have your own Jessie Burrs doing their own thing several levels down, okay? So just a little bit about Jessie. She's been a coach for 20 months. She's got a team of over 200 coaches. She's a 1-star diamond. She's aiming for 2-star by the end of December. She's a Success Club 10 all-star. And, there were some months when it was like Success Club 20, 30, 50. I think it even got to 60 one time. I can't keep up. It was crazy. We're like, who is this Jessie Burr girl, So we got her on a team call last year, and I'm just happy to have her back. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to her, and thanks so much, guys.
Hey, everybody. Can everyone hear me? Everyone good? Yeah. Okay, so you're good? Okay. Hi again, my name is Jessie, like Lindsay said. For those of you who don't know me, I see a lot of familiar faces on here, which I love. But tonight I'm going to be talking to you all just about living your purpose and punching your fears in the face. A little bit about me and how I got started real quick. I actually joined as a discount coach. So for the first 2 months, I did nothing with the business. I wanted nothing to do with it. I just wanted my shakes at a discount. I had just graduated a few months, about a month prior to when I started, and I didn't really have a lot of money, so I wanted to save on my Shakeology. And then I had people coming to me asking me what I was doing, wanted help, and I was actually trying to push them off onto my upline coach because I didn't want anything to do with the business. So I was saying, oh yeah, you can contact my coach, she'll help you out. And then finally she kind of talked some sense into me, and then I realized what I was sitting on, and now I am a full-time coach. So I went from wanting nothing to do with the business to being a full-time coach, and it's completely changed my life. So first of all, the reason why I wanted to talk to you all tonight about living your life with purpose and punching your fears in the face is because I'm reading a new PD book, and it just kind of spoke to me, some of the stuff in here. If you haven't seen it, it's called Punch Fear in the Face. Escape Average, Do Work That Matters, and Start. It's by John Acuff, A-C-U-F-F. It's an amazing book. I'm obsessed with it. I'm learning a lot. I'm still not even halfway through, but so far, so good. So if you don't have this book, I definitely highly recommend it. So first I'm going to talk about living with purpose. So instead of, a lot of times we tend to say, I want to find my purpose in life, or I want to figure out what my dreams are. And instead of doing that, I want you to start living your life with purpose. The difference, and the reason why I say live your life with purpose and not find your purpose or figure out what your dreams are, is because a lot of times when you're saying, I want to figure out my dream, what my dream in life is, or what my purpose in life is, that puts pressure on you and on that dream. So a little bit about me before Beachbody. I have always wanted to be a wedding planner. That was my life goal from 2nd grade when I saw the movie Wedding Planner with Jennifer Lopez in it. That is what I wanted to be. Every time someone asks me, what do you want to be when you get older? A wedding planner. That's what I want to do. That's my purpose in life. I want to help people plan their big days, stress-free, all of that jazz. And I did that. I was doing that before Beachbody. I actually owned my own business. I was 25. I was 23 or 22 right out of college, and I started my own wedding planning business. I had been doing it in college with another wedding planner, and I decided that I could do it. I could do it on my own, and I started doing it. I was a co-owner of a business out here in New Orleans, and weddings out here, if you've ever been to one in New Orleans, it's a big party. It's awesome. If you haven't come, you can come to my wedding one day when I get married. But so, that's what I wanted to do, and that's what I set my dream was. And I started doing it, and I started realizing that it wasn't all it's cracked up to be. It wasn't, I wasn't waking up every day feeling alive or feeling like I was really helping someone. And that's kind of, why I say, don't say like you need to find your dream or find your purpose. Like, live your purpose, live your life. Do stuff that's going to make you wake up every morning, jump out of bed and say like, let's go to work. I do that every day right now. I wake up, I'm like running to my little office, makeshift office / gym. And I'm like on my computer all day. I don't get up. I don't like want to go to the bathroom because I'm scared I'm going to like miss something. And that's living your purpose. You're living your life that you love. And that's what you need to be doing. When you're focused on this one goal or one dream, you think like, well, I can't do anything else because I need to focus on this. And that's kind of how I was when I first started with Beachbody. And that's my main reason why I didn't want to be something more than a discount coach, was because I was so focused on this one purpose and this one dream that I was scared to try anything else. I was scared of failing that dream. So don't do that to yourself. Don't limit yourself to one purpose. You can have more than one purpose. You can have more than one dream, and just go after it. Don't worry if if you've wanted to be something all your life and then you start doing it and you realize that maybe this isn't for me. Maybe, I find something else that makes me feel 10 times happier, 10 times better. Then go for it. Why not? Like I said, if you're not waking up every day, jumping out of bed, running to work, excited, then maybe something needs to change. I understand people have families, people need to pay bills, and I'm not saying everyone has to be a Beachbody coach full time. If that's not what you want to do, that's perfectly fine. But if it is what you want to do, then go for it. I let fear hold me back from going full time for a really long time, and I regret that because I could be 10 times further than I am now. So don't let fear of failing or fear of, not being able to get to where you want to be right away hold you back. Sorry, I wrote down a bunch of stuff, so I'm just trying to make sure I cover it all. Another thing, like a lot of people, I get messages a lot saying, how do you make the leaderboards every week or every other week? And how do you hit all these Success Club points? So what I started doing was punching fear in the face and telling it to get the F out of here. I don't let my fears hold me back from reaching my goals. I also don't say I'm going to try to get something. I'm not going to say I'm going to try and hit Success Club 10 this month. I'm going to hit Success Club 10 this month. When you change your mindset and you do those daily affirmations, you do those daily like if you tell yourself and you truly believe like I'm going to hit Success Club 10 this month, you'll hit it. If you say you try or I'm going to try, that gives you a little wiggle room to not do it. So if you set a goal on whatever it may be, hitting Success Club, reaching Diamond, reaching Emerald, whatever it is in your business, if it's just helping one or two people and you say, oh, I'm going to try that this month. No, go for it. Stop trying. Just go for it, and tell yourself you're going to do it, and don't stop until you do. November was a hard month for everybody. I was struggling in the beginning. I was really nervous, and I was letting fear dictate what I was doing. I was letting fear get in my head and say, you're not going to hit Success Club 10. You're not. Well, I ended the month at Success Club 27. Now, I'm not telling you that to brag or to say, like, look at me. I'm telling you that because I was so determined that I invited a buttload of people. I went on my Facebook friends. I wrote down, I have it in here somewhere. I wrote down, like, a list of 200 people, and I said, I'm going to just message all of them and just say, hey, we've talked. And this was all people I've talked to in the past about Beachbody. or about challenge groups or whatever. And I just invited and invited and invited until I heard a bunch of no's. But I also heard 13 yeses. So don't let fear dictate your life. Go after your goals, no matter what they are. Live your life with purpose, whether it's through Beachbody or not. If you are passionate about helping animals, like go do something also that has to do with that. I'm really big into helping animals. We have 4 dogs and a cat, so it's like a zoo here. We rescued a dog last week or 2 weeks ago, and we would not give him to the pound until we could find him a home. Like, if that's what makes you happy, then that's what you need to do. I don't want y'all, sitting back and just letting fear dictate your life. Punch it in the face and tell it to leave. Don't even let your mind go to that point. It's hard to explain when you think I thought I had this passion and I thought I had this goal in life to be a wedding planner, and then once I started doing this and realizing this is what gets me up in the morning, this is what makes me happy. Goals can change, your dreams can change, your purpose can change. So don't ever just settle on what you think is your purpose or what you think is your dreams. Just keep going after them. You can have more than one. You can have more than one dream. You can have more than one purpose in life. And I just want y'all to know that. I know it gets really hard when you're getting a lot of no's, and when you're getting a lot of people, turning you down and telling you, no, not this month. I can't afford it. Christmas is coming up. After Christmas. And when you contact them after Christmas, they say, maybe next month. I don't have the money right now. I just spent a lot on Christmas or whatever. Just keep pushing, keep going. Don't give in to the little person in your head telling you you can't do it. Again, tell it to get out and just keep going after your goal. As far as what I do to hit a lot of people are messaging me saying, how do you get on these leaderboards? A lot of it's my team. I know that's my personal volume, but I use my team and my downline to help inspire me and push me. So when I'm struggling, I post in my team page saying, look, y'all, I don't know what I'm going to do this month. I'm nervous. I haven't hit Success Club 10. I don't know what to do. And I have, 20 people posting what are you talking about? You can do it. You got it. Use your team for motivation. Go down to your downline. Even if it's someone, way below you. Like Lindsay said, someone under you is going to be a rock star. You just gotta, and let them inspire you. Just because they're below you doesn't mean that they can't inspire you. I'm inspired daily by my downline. That's what gets me through my hard months. I wanted to quit. I wanted to give up. This hasn't been easy. It's taken a lot of work, but with that, when I want to quit, when I'm struggling, I go into my team page and I share that. I share my journey. I share what I'm dealing with. And a lot of times, they come back and inspire me even more than I even knew they could. Oh, I know that's repetitive. Everyone says that every call. It's consistency is key. Consistency is key. But I've noticed a lot of things over the last year. I've had a really hard year this year. A lot of people passed away. One of my really good friends got murdered in April, and it killed me. And that 2 weeks of dealing, I've been dealing with it, but 2 weeks of it happening and trying to figure out what was going on and getting my life back in order, I wasn't sharing. I wasn't posting because I was mentally not okay. I was mentally not there. And I noticed that my business completely went down, which is obviously going to happen when you're not posting and you're not sharing. But since then, I continue to post, I continue to share. I am consistent no matter what now. No matter what is going on in my life, I'm consistent. If I don't want to show up, I show up anyway. If I don't want to post something, I just make up a stupid post, or I find a funny meme or whatever and post it on my Facebook and hope that people laugh at it. you know, it doesn't matter where you're at in your life, you still have to be there for other people, and you still have to be there, you know, to share. People are watching you, and they're not gonna watch you if you just show up when you want to. It's just like a regular job. You can't just show up when you want to. You have to show up every day, no matter what, and living a purpose, giving a reason for people to want to follow you. You know, sharing. There's a ton of you I follow in DFG, and I literally, like, I go on Facebook every day. I'm like, ooh, what is she saying today? Because she inspired me last week. You know, she shares awesome clean eating tips. She shares awesome vegan, you know, paleo post or whatever. Share that. It doesn't all have to be Beachbody related. It doesn't all have to be fitness related. It can be, you know, if you're a mom and you have some mommy tips, like everyone loves mommy tips. You know, people struggle with being a good mom or learning. They don't know what's right or wrong. There's no book for being a mom. So, you know, if you find something that works for you, share that. Share your journey, not just your finished journey. Share your entire life's journey, and people are going to want to follow you. They're going to want to, you know, they're going to want to be a part of what you're a part of. So just continue to do that. Continue to live your life with a purpose. Find your dreams, not your one dream. Find many dreams. Sit down. I want you to sit down tonight. I know we do this all the time. Make a vision board. 2016 is right around the corner. It's the first of the month. That doesn't mean you have to wait till January 1st to make New Year's resolutions or to make your dream boards or any of that. Do it now. Figure out what you want your next year to look like and make it happen. Don't just say, I'm going to try to hit Success Club 10 every month or Success Club 5 every month, or I'm going to try and get to Diamond by December, or if you've dropped rank, I'm going to try and get it back up. No, you will get it back up. You will hit Success Club. You will get to your goals, whatever those may be. So sit down tonight and do that. Sit down tonight and go through, you know, if you've been here for a little while and you've made vision boards, go back and look at what you haven't accomplished and figure out why you haven't accomplished it. Have you been putting in the work? Have you been showing up every day? Because if not, then you're not going to accomplish those goals. So that's really all I wanted to say. I know this is short. I don't really have much else to say. If y'all have questions, I hope that was okay. If y'all have questions, just let me know. I'll be happy to answer anything. Anyone? No?
I'm checking the chat here. Sarah Gilbert has something to say. Nothing about the call though.
Oh, I saw that.
Cameron Chisel sneak peek, and she is sweaty. And okay. Oh, Sarah, I'm new. What exactly is Success Club?
Awesome question. Hi, Sarah. Welcome, Sarah. So Success Club is when you sell a challenge pack, you get to a new customer, you get 2 Success Club points. If you sell a Shakeology order on Home Direct, you get 1 Success Club point. And then the point system is you have to hit 5 per month to officially hit Success Club 5, or if you hit 10, you get Success Club 10.
Absolutely. So helping 3 people minimum a month is what you're aiming for. So you get 6, and you're always in Success Club. Now, that's how you get Success Club, but what you got to know about Success Club is it is the one way to track your growth and success as a coach, and one way, and the only way to make sure that you grow as a coach. I'm telling you, my business was at a standstill for 8 months, and I'm, why does it not grow? Why does it not grow? I never got Success Club intentionally. Heck, I couldn't even tell you if I did get it. I never knew really what Success Club was, like you, but I went 8 months. But when I decided, because Success Club is a decision, success is a decision. When I decided in 2012 that I was going to get it, I've gotten it every month since. So it's like 40-something crazy months. And it has not been easy. And I'm going to be so honest with you, inspired by Jessie. I had 0 points yesterday. 0. Because I hadn't worked. I hadn't planted any seeds. And I pulled out 6. I had to call in a favor, but I made it happen. So that's what I'm talking about. You just got to make it happen. Whenever a top coach in the wall, 5-star and above, if anyone wants to ask you, how do you build successful Beachbody business? Well, they're going to say consistency, but consistency in helping people, sharing, and inviting people, consistency in Success Club, period. So it's a great question to ask when you're new because it is now your non-negotiable. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. Sarah asks, what do you do to generate new leads? I have heard a lot about social media.
And then Brandy asked about my like page. Okay, so I'm actually doing this training right now, and I know a lot of people in DFG are also doing it. It's this guy whose wife used to be a Beachbody coach, and he is not a Beachbody coach, but he picked, there was like 6 of us that he's working with, or that he was working with, and he helped us grow our like page. We're learning how to advertise, and actually advertise towards getting people that are interested, truly interested in Beachbody and fitness and health. It's not just paying for likes that you're, that's like Panda Sue who's obsessed with panda bears. It's people that actually want to do your challenge groups or that are interested in coaching. So I'm actually doing that right now. I've been working with him for almost, I think, 2.5 months, or maybe 3 now that it's December. And I went from 700 likes to 10,000 likes. Now I've spent money on advertising. I've invested in my business and in myself, but I've also made money. I've sold, I went from Success Club 12 overnight, and I did an event on my like page for a challenge group, and it was kind of last minute. I just decided to throw it up there and see if it would work because a lot of people in our training were having really, really, really good success. And I went from Success Club 12 to Success Club 27 overnight just from that event on my like page. So I saw Brandy asked how, if I'm selling more on my like page than I am on my personal page. It's a mix of both. I am getting a lot more reach and a lot more cold market people coming to me because I'm now growing it so much right now. But I still have a huge list of my warm market that has either not ordered or that I haven't even reached out to yet. So I have a little bit of both, but right now, this past month was a lot for my cold market, which is my like page. And Instagram, I sold a few from Instagram, but most of them have been from my like page.
Awesome. Well, now that we're talking about your sweet spot, I may ask a few questions. I am in that training. I did purchase it. I have not exactly done it, but I do plan to. It's on my to-do list here.
Yeah.
But let me ask, and it may be different for everyone. Would you say that you spend more than you make at this point, or do you make more than you spend on the advertising the leads?
I've made more. I haven't spent more than I make with the advertising. I posted in his group actually the other day. I calculated for the month of November, I spent about $200 on ads. Now that was getting page likes. That was also dark posts to get coaches signed up. That was also, I didn't do any dark posts or anything, which is, a dark post is pretty much, for those that don't know, it's just a post that it looks like you posted from your page, but you didn't. It's an ad. But it doesn't show up on your page until you post it on there. It just shows up in people's news feeds. So I did that, and I spent about $200. I sold 13 challenge packs. All of them were from my page. Some of those people are my warm market. There are people that I personally know, but they messaged me through my page, or they saw something I posted on my page, and that's why they contacted me. So I consider that being from my page because they wouldn't have contacted me otherwise. So that's...
Let me interject real quick. This is all great, and I want to keep going. We haven't even lost anybody, so people are interested. Before we do lose anyone, especially if you're new, I want you to know that this is not all about generating cold market leads and paying for ads in the beginning. I have been a coach for 4.5 years, and I have used my warm market the entire time. The only thing that would attract cold market people, and I see one on here now, Courtney Muscatello, would be YouTube. Did you find me at YouTube? Hi, nod yes, or you can unmute yourself. And that was it YouTube?
What? Are you asking me?
Yeah, how did you find me?
Yeah, I found you on YouTube.
Yeah. So, and this was not like I was posting, thank you, Courtney, to attract people. I was making videos for you guys, and I just share them publicly on YouTube, and that's just a way to attract cold market people. But what I want you to say is, before you throw in the towel before you even start because you think you got to pay for all these leads, I do not want you to overlook your warm market, okay? Your warm market will carry you a far away, but you don't want to get to where I am now, where I didn't start generating a cold market intentionally. And, it's kind of been harder for me. Make sense? Yeah. So, 4 years now, I should have started around 2-year mark generating some cold market, or you can start now, but I don't want anything to overwhelm you to where you don't get started at all. Because really, right now, new coach, every coach, do your workout, drink your shake, eat healthy, post about that, and invite. Those are seriously what you do to build this business. That is what I did to build my business. Okay? People may have gotten further than me because they did more, but you can do, I'll say, the bare minimum and still build your business. Add in things when you're a lifer, when you want to do it quicker, when you want to be full-time beach wedding, you add in things like page. Okay, so I just had to say that before anyone got discouraged thinking I came here to make money, not spend money. And you absolutely do not have to spend money in the beginning.
Yeah, and I agree with Lindsay. Like I said, like 2 months ago or 3 months ago, I had 700 followers, and those were people that I knew. That was purely my warm market on my like page. The only reason I created a like page was just so that I could eventually start creating my cold market. I still have a ton of warm market people, and that's the thing. Your like page isn't just for your cold market. You're gonna have people, like I said, I had people ordering from me this past month that were people I went to high school with, that were people that I went to college with, but they were watching what I was posting on my like page. They weren't, yes, they follow me on my personal page too, but that's what got them interested in doing my next challenge group. So yes, I definitely agree with Lindsay. You don't have to right away start a like page. I didn't have one when I first started.
And then get your feet wet as a coach.
Yes.
Get in the routine of your physical health and fitness and start sharing that. Get comfortable with getting uncomfortable, right? And then once you're like, okay, cool, I'm generating some interest now, I may want to dabble in some other things. Another mistake I think new coaches make is, okay, I need Facebook, I need YouTube, I need Twitter, I need Instagram, I need whatever social media, Vibe, whatever, Pinterest, blog, and it's like, I can't do it all. Pick one, get really good at it, and then maybe add in something. I picked 2, and I urge everyone else, Facebook, because everybody is on Facebook, okay, period. And YouTube, because you want to start making videos for your team, and then you're gonna attract more people that way. They're gonna find you, and they're gonna be like, I really relate to this person, even though there's 400,000 other coaches. I really relate to this person. Okay, so don't ever get discouraged about there's so many coaches. Not everyone is gonna like me, but they're gonna like you. Brandy has a really good question. She says, do you send a vague invite, or do you individualize each invite when you invite so many people, like 200 at a time?
I send a personalized one. It depends on the person, honestly. Like I said, those were 200 people that I've talked to at some point about Beachbody, about 21 Day Fix, or a program, or about Shakeology. And I have a very detailed contact list that I keep, and I've been doing this from day one of me building. I kind of shared that on the last call that I did almost a year ago. I have a very detailed contact list. When anyone ever messages me, no matter who they are, or what they say, whether it's, oh my God, you're just such an inspiration, I'm working out in the gym now, I put them on my contact list. Yes, we might not have talked about Beachbody or talked about them doing a program, but they told me that I inspired them or whatever. I put them on my contact list. I, make little notes. If they say 1 month they can't afford it, I make a note by their name. So I go through that every month, and I just kind of figure out who I haven't talked to or who I haven't checked in with. And even if it's been 2 or 3 months since I talked to them last, I'll just message them saying, hey, checking in with you. 21 Day Fix is on sale this month. And I know last time we talked, money was was the problem, or you weren't able to afford it? Is there, I just wanted to let you know it's on sale. Are you still interested in doing it? And I've had people order like 5 months later, from when they first contacted me and they were interested. So I never take someone off my contact list unless they tell me to leave them alone, which has not happened yet, knock on wood. So, hey, I mean, obviously I'm not annoying that much. And I tell them, like, if you don't want to be on my list, or if you want me to remove you, I totally can, but I just want to keep you in the loop if it's something you're interested. Everyone has said, oh no, just keep me updated, or let me know about your next group, or whatever. So I do make it a little personal depending on what we've talked about in the past. If I know, they came to me saying their goals were to be able to run around with their kids, and they're out of breath right now and they can't even play in the park with their kids, I'll kind of tweak whatever I send to that specific person and their goals and all of that stuff. I ask a lot of questions too. When people reach out to me, I'm asking them what their goals are. I'm asking them like why they want to do this or why they're interested. I don't just say like, here's the information. If you want to order, let me know. Like I'm very detailed on what I'm asking and why they want to do it. And I find out, like, I want them to tell me the personal stuff, because that's where I make connections at. Because I've dealt in the past, for those of you who don't follow me, I've lost 50 pounds. And I dealt with depression and all of that before I lost weight. So, when people come to me and they're like, I just hate my life, I hate looking in the mirror, and I hate taking pictures or whatever, I was at that place too. So it's connections. It's all about making connections. And that's why I'm trying to build my like page, because I'm wanting to build my like page to reach cool market people, but not just to reach random people. Like, I'm making relationships with those people. I've signed coaches from my like page. And they're coaches that want to build, but I'm making relationships. They're not just going to want to buy from you just because you have a like page. That doesn't mean that they're going to think you're, a ton of Beachbody coaches have like pages. So what sets you apart? What makes you different? It's that relationship you build with that person.
Very good. Very good. Courtney asked, what training is it? It was a like page training by a guy named Jessie Reagan. He's
doing another one in January.
Perfect. That was my next question. So
I'll keep everyone updated. I'm actually going to be helping him because it's a big group. It was over 400 people in this last one. There's probably going to be over 1,000 in the next one. It takes money though to invest. So I don't want y'all coming into this thinking like, oh, I'm going to spend it. The training's not expensive, really. The training itself is not expensive. But when you get to making ads and stuff, that you do have to invest in yourself. So if you're just starting out, I wouldn't worry about doing the training. If you've been here for a little while and you're kind of at a standstill, you don't have that many people in your warm market, you don't really know what to do, or you're trying to reach more and more people, and you're kind of at a plateau, then this would be perfect for you.
100% agree with that.
It really is. I know a lot of people in here have done it or are doing it. I don't know if any of y'all want to talk about it, but I've noticed that they've seen some great. We have like a separate team page for just DFG people that are doing the program or the training, and a lot of people in there. I'm trying to check in every week with those people in there just to make sure that they don't have questions, because I've been doing it with him for a little while longer, so I kind of know, the steps and everything, and I can kind of help a little bit more than just whoever. But that way, it really is helpful. I would do it if you've been around for a little while. If you're brand new, I would wait, to be honest.
Agree. We got a lot of great questions here. Every time I create a post to boost on my like page, Facebook denies it. I don't know how to do it.
There's a ton of rules about ads. I honestly wouldn't boost a post. That it's really confusing. You have to have, like, there can only be 20% text on your photos. As far as boosting posts, it doesn't let you target it as much, and I've learned that in this training. Like you can target, you can't really target as specific. It's a whole process. It really is a lot to learn. Like I've been working with him for a few months, and I'm still like learning and trying to figure out, who my target audience is and all of that. So I don't want to tell you not to boost posts, because there are a lot of coaches that do it that are successful, but I know I personally wasted a lot of money doing that before I started with this training. So
a lot of the trainings, I don't know what I'm talking about. The Facebook, when you boost a post, it won't let you ask a question either. Like I know that if you're saying, "Are you like me?" it'll deny it automatically.
Yeah, your ad copy, which is your text, it can't have any type of like words that can be considered like demeaning. Like I know someone posted one that said something like, had the word like doll in it, like, "Oh, you're such a doll," or something like that, and it got denied. I think it might have been, was it Brandy? Was it you? Yeah. That's not like demean, but a lot of these people that are looking at these ads, it's either computers or it's people that don't understand English as well as most people. So they like those type of words or those things. Like you can't say like, stop killing yourself at the gym. Like you can't say killing, because like those target words, they just won't accept as an ad. Let's see. There's a few more questions. I saw one that said something about if
someone doesn't respond to you, do you keep texting?
Yes. So if someone doesn't respond to me, I don't like continue to message them over and over and over again. But again, I don't take people off my contact list. So I put in my little contact list like a sign note saying like, didn't respond. This was the last time I messaged them. And in a few months, I'll just say, hey, just checking in. I know you were really interested in ordering, or you're really interested in doing my next challenge group. Is it something you're still interested in? And I always say, if it's not, totally cool, I'll take you off my list. I just want to keep you in the loop if it is something you're interested in. I've never had anyone tell me like, no, I don't want to be on your list, or no, leave me alone, you're a crazy person. Like, never been told that. So I always say, why don't you just continue to message them? I don't do it every month or every week. Like I'll give them a little space, give them some time to, and sometimes like I've had people like, oh my God, I totally forgot to message you back. I wanted to do that last month and I forgot. So sometimes they just forget. I mean, people aren't always on Facebook or always by their computer, or like I know I've like read a message and I thought I responded and then I didn't, and I'm like, oh God, I didn't respond to her, and it's been like 3 weeks. Like, oh no. So don't get discouraged when people don't message you back right away. They're still watching you. Again, consistency. When you're posting, they're still watching. I've had people tell me like, I've been following you for over a year and now I'm ready to start. And I had never talked to them about Beachbody before, ever. Like they never even brought it up. How do you manage those who don't get your messages?
Should I elaborate in person? What I've noticed is that when you send messages for those people who don't have the Messenger app, they don't get your messages. Have you run into that?
Mm-mm. I never even like thought about that.
It's like I've had multiple of my friends say, oh my gosh, I haven't even seen this because I just got the app.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I never even thought about people not having the app. Like I didn't know that
I've had that issue.
It's a new thing. Like it was not always like that, but it's like the last 4 months, I think that.
Well, yeah, I know that they were like pushing like to get the app,
but everyone was scared that it was like a way to invade privacy, and a lot of people were boycotting the app. But I've never noticed, like sometimes when I message people, it says invite them to Messenger, or, meaning they don't have the Messenger app. But they've always gotten back to me, so I've never really had like a lost. I don't think. I mean, I haven't noticed a loss in delivery.
I see someone asked if where was it? Do you reach out and invite them to a challenge group, and then when they respond, ask them their goals? No, I ask them their goals right away. I want to know their goals from the beginning because, again, that helps me make a connection with them. So if someone, tells me that, like when they say, most of the time people see me posting, I post a lot about the 21-day fix. So a lot of times people are like, what's this 21-day fix thing you're talking about? Or what's Shakeology? So I tell them a little bit about the program, but then I'm saying, okay, and like when we're having a conversation, I'm like, okay, so why are you interested in this? What stands out to you? Like, why have you tried to lose weight in the past? What are your goals? Like, what have you done? What are you currently doing? How is your nutrition right now? How is your exercise? Because again, like I also want to know that because I want to know if this program's right for them. If their nutrition is perfect, like if it's someone that, I haven't had that yet, but if it is someone that, is super healthy and, not that the 21 Day Fix can't help them, it still can, but if they love cardio and they are huge on cardio and they hate weightlifting, I don't necessarily think I would suggest the 21 Day Fix or 21 Day Fix Extreme. I would probably suggest something from Sean T, something like T25 or Insanity Max 30. I also ask them because I need to know their fitness level. So I'm not going to suggest something, before knowing what they are capable of doing. If it's someone that has some medical issues that can't physically do certain things, then, I might suggest something else. But majority of my sales are 21 Day Fix or 21 Day Fix Extreme just because that's like my go-to programs. But I do ask them their goals. Like that's probably one of the first things I ask. What if you reach out to them first, them not coming to you as a new coach? Meaning like if I'm asking them if they want to be a coach or if I'm asking them about a challenge group. Sorry, I'm confused.
That's okay. I figured I'll just tell you. So like if you for instance, I was reaching out to lots of people. I was in one of those training groups where I was reaching out to like 70 people. And so like I was asking them, hey, are you interested in a challenge group? But then I know we were supposed to kind of get to know their goals and everything else. And so then I was kind of going back, and when they would say, yeah, I am, then I would kind of say, okay, what are your goals? And it was kind of awkward. And so I just wanted to ask kind of what your advice was.
Yeah, I don't reach out to people that I've never talked to about Beachbody before. So like I won't randomly message. I have never done that. I hope I don't need to do that just because that's not my personality. I am an awkward, like I'm social, but like to start a conversation about, like I'm not going to just say, hey, do you want to be in my challenge group when I've never talked to you about Beachbody before? So what I've done is in the beginning, it was slower with me building, but what I've done is I'm so consistent with my posting that people have been just reaching out to me. They've been messaging me. I do a call to action in a lot of my posts. Like if you're interested, let me know. If you want to be in my next group, message me, email me or whatever. But what I do is I keep that contact list and then I go through it, and that's when I send out invites. I don't necessarily I will start a conversation with people that has nothing to do with Beachbody. Like if I see someone that I went to high school with just had a baby, I'll message them saying, hey, I saw you had a baby. Congratulations. She's beautiful. I just wanted to check in and say hi. I haven't talked to you in a while. Just starting a random conversation, and it might lead into, well, what are you up to? What have you been up to? Or I see all your posts on Facebook. Like, tell me about this Beachbody thing. That's kind of how I get majority of my people is I do start conversations, but it has nothing to do with Beachbody. I don't even bring up fitness or anything unless they bring it up. And it's worked. I mean, that's always worked for me. And that's just kind of how I do it. Does that make sense? Does that help?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. I mean, I am all about like, if you think would be a good coach, then like all about you, or I'm all about reaching out to them saying like, I have done that, but if it's just like people that I think would want a challenge pack, like I don't message them saying like, hey, do you want to be in my challenge group? Or is this something you'd be interested in? Unless they ask me about it or unless it gets brought up, but I let them bring it up because I'm that type of person, like I've done every diet out there pretty much. So like I did Avocare before and I did those stupid wraps. Yes, I did those. And I always felt like the people that sold them to me were people that were very like, they like reach, and I just don't like that. I don't want you to reach out to me. Like I want to reach out to you. So, and that's how I feel like I want people to reach out to me and be able to come to me first. if that makes sense. Sorry, I hope that helps. I don't know. You talk messenger after messenger. Do you ever chat in person on the phone? If they're local, I try and meet with them in person. Like I've gone to people's houses. I've met at coffee shops just so, you're gonna have a better chance of getting them on board or getting them interested if you call them up on the phone or meet with them in person. If they're local or somewhere in my area, if they're not local, I try and get them on the phone, but a lot of times it's just messaging back and forth. The only time I really talk to someone on the phone is if they're local. I don't know why, but people from out of town don't want to talk to me on the phone. I don't know why.
People are scared of the phone these days.
Yeah, I mean, it's also a lot of New Orleans people love to talk to everyone. If you've ever been here, we can talk to a wall. So, I don't mind, other people from here don't mind me calling them, but I think you make a better relationship that way too, is if you can get them on a phone, same as your coach invites. If you have, I have a few Coal Market coaches who I don't know, who I've never met, and I try and get them on the phone as fast as I can, or a Zoom call, because if they can see your face and if they can see your excitement and see your facial expressions, or at least hear your voice and hear how excited you are that they're interested in joining, they're probably going to join, opposed to you just messaging or texting them.
I have to say that, I don't know if you remember this, Lindsay, but the minute I messaged you about it, you said, let's get on the phone, and we talked. I just think it's interesting because I'm on the phone all day long at work, and the last thing I want to do, no offense to anybody, is talk on the phone after I get home. So I think that's my biggest crutch, but I know that it's really effective. So I thought I would ask if you ever did that, or if you do it regularly.
Yeah. I saw someone, Christy, asked, I've failed at checking on customers or people who I have had conversation with about a program. Is there a way to save myself without them not thinking I'm going to bail on them again?
You're human?
Yeah. I mean, it happens that happens. I mean, I'm not going to pretend like I talk to all my past challengers or all the people that I've come in contact with. I do try and stay organized. Someone else asked me this, what do I use for my contact list? Excel. It's just the easiest thing for me. I can color code and put it in little different areas or whatever. And mine's color coded, it's in different tabs and all of that. So if that's easiest for me, but if you have something else that you can use, then that's great too.
Can I interrupt? This is Nicole. I'm not on the video chat, so I can't see, so I don't mean to interrupt at all. But I'm brand new as of last night.
Nicole Cox, my girl.
Yes. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. My question is that I actually last year got rid of my PC and got the iPad. Do you guys think it's possible to only have the iPad, or should I invest in a PC again?
I know some people do just use iPads. Doesn't Jill had just an iPad? Someone had just an iPad.
I have never had a computer until a week ago. And so I have built my entire business up until last week, and I finally bought myself an iMac. But I've lived on just my cell phone. And I had a Chromebook, but that's just basically, it has zero memory in it. You can't do anything with it except it's like an iPad with a keyboard. So I think you absolutely can. It's just definitely more challenging.
I would say so. Technology-wise, I am not up to par. I use Facebook mainly, because I worked all the time. I worked at the airport, so it was a 24/7 job. We always had new hours. So Facebook is new to me in regards to trying to learn more of what it's capable of doing, I guess. I watched a lot of videos today in regards to what it can do, and then just listening to you guys.
Yeah. I would say do what you can to make this as easy as possible. I know the days that I have to work just from my phone, it's difficult, especially when it's all cracked, and it is. I don't know. I know that a lot of things aren't flash capable on an iPad, right? Like Monday nights we have like an instant presenter call that it's optional. Like I know that you can't really get on that without a certain Puffin app and things like that. So I don't know. I would start putting some dollars away to get that computer probably.
I think it would just make your life easier.
Yeah.
It is possible.
It's definitely possible. I want to share really quick how Nicole became a coach. Like I just have to say it because it was hysterical. I accidentally posted a video that I made for my challenge group on my like page, and I called it pregnancy brain. And I was actually embarrassed. I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I did that. And I didn't know that it was on there for like 30 minutes. And then I get Nicole saying, I would love to have you mentor me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is amazing. Like,
I have actually been, like, I don't want you to think I'm Facebook stalking or anything like that, but I came across Lala and then the other Lindsay, and then I just was so interested and inspired and intrigued that everything that was liked and posted and, you know, having to do with you guys or Beachbody, like, I just have been following the last month or so, and then I prayed on it, and then I just said, okay, God, you know, show me the next sign. And I had reached out to another person, and they never got back to me. So when I had made that comment on yours, and you actually had sent the messenger back to me, I was like, all right, well, I guess they're not really that serious. And then a couple of days had went by, and then I prayed, and then the next day is when I went to go use Messenger, and it had me re-log back in, and your message popped up, and I was like, oh, yes. And I was like, here's the sign, and then it's just been gun-ho from there.
I love that. I love that. Awesome. And she's got some great reasons to be here, and I'm super excited. And she's been a coach for like not even 24 hours, and she's already been watching YouTube videos to learn. So that's awesome. Welcome, Nicole. I really am so glad you're here. But,
thank you, guys.
Yeah. So maybe some accidental videos every now and then. I'm just kidding. But no, like videos to let people see you and hear you, you know? Tips.
I tried. I don't know. I clicked on the link, and it was just saying the page will not display.
Oh,
I'm not saying.
Okay, no, sorry. I was talking about maybe posting videos on your social media to gain interest. You're talking about why
definitely going to do that. I've been pumping my daughter up the last few days or so, and then today we went. I had actually had her go grocery shopping with me tonight so that she could actually see, because I told her, I said, if it doesn't come from the land or the sea, we're not getting it. So, she helped me with that. We did little mini veggie pizzas tonight, and we don't eat gluten, so we're going gluten-free, and then just more or less I've had her watch your videos and showing her like what we're going to be doing. And she just got her boot off today from breaking her ankle. So the last 3 months she's been in a cast or a walking boot. So today we did like a ceremonial thing where we, jumped for joy and threw it in the big garbage can and slammed the lid down. But we're mainly going to start the videos and I told her, this is going to be an inspiration to other kids your age to get fit and healthy if they're not happy with their weight, because she gained quite a bit of weight in the last 3 months with not being able to do anything. So she's pretty excited, and I told her as soon as we get the package in the mail, because she asked me today, when are we going to start? And I said, as soon as we get the package, and she was like, all right. So she's pretty excited.
That is awesome. I'm so, so happy to hear that. Go ahead, since you bought a challenge pack, you have 30 days of a trial Beachbody on demand. So you guys can go ahead and sign in and start looking at some of the videos that you can do now until your package arrives.
I tried on the iPad. That's why I was asking, is it possible with the iPad? I tried, but it probably is me still, but it just shows what is there, but it doesn't actually show videos, or I haven't found them yet.
So Kelsey says you can use the iPad. I know I've used my iPhone before.
I have the connection that we purchased where it goes from the iPad to the TV, so that we can make it bigger and be able to work out together that way. So I'm prepared for that. I just haven't found the actual workout videos yet.
I can help you with that.
Okay, cool.
After here. Okay, well, it's been an hour now. That was a great little Q&A at the end. I couldn't think of a better person to do it with. Jessie's got a lot of good knowledge. Kelly, I think Jessie Reagan and Jessie Burr are going to be part of the like page training in January. She's going to keep us posted.
Yeah, I'll keep everyone posted on it. It's going to start in January, not positive on details of price or how much or when, but I'll definitely let y'all know. I'll keep y'all posted.
Perfect. And Jason says, get videos on your like page because that works.
Yeah.
All right.
If you have any questions about anything, just message me. I can't
Is
really
your last name
do ads, but
B-U-R-R or Bird?
Wait, what?
How do you spell your last name?
Burr, B-U-R-R.
B-U-R-R. Okay, thank you.
Not Jessica. Sorry, I don't know why Jessica is on here, but it's Jessie. Burr. Okay, well, I hope my call helped. If y'all have any questions, again, let me know. And we'll talk to you later.
Thank you so much, Jessie. We love you, girlfriend.
Bye.
All right, have a good night, everybody.